Well, welcome back, my diamond family. This is Sharon, and today I have a co host with me, believe it or not. Let him introduce himself.
Joining y'all for the first time, I'm Jamal.
Jamal. Well, people, as you can see, I'm doing something different. I usually have my diamond, a big diamond up there, but it seems like it's not doing too well, and people not responding to it because I know as people we are visual people. We have to see things uh, and hear things. We have to, and so I thought I would show you pictures of what I try to talk to you about, and we'll see if that goes over well. We'll see how you respond to that. So today we're talking about uh, Emerson Elementary. It's in Compton, California, and the principal and all the teachers called out sick. Nobody came to work that day, and we're gonna talk about how this correlates with what I've been talking about in getting your life together and making a plan and trying to change yourself and make yourself better. So we're gonna listen to the news clip, then we'll come back.
Before we go to the new clip, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we got this video from KTLA News with a BB gun.
Elementary, K through 8th grade, and they bring in guns. It was a BB gun this time, but they bring in guns to school and pointing it at students, and they're being violent and just disruptive. And nobody seemed to want to learn. I'm not saying every student there is that way because there are some great students that want to learn, but they are afraid. And when you are afraid, it's hard to learn because you don't know what's going to happen next or who going to get hurt or what's going to happen, and you can't concentrate on your work because you're too busy trying to survive.
And even though it's a BB gun, why the parents ain't locking that toy up? But next time it could be a real one.
Yeah, a real gun has been at school before, and the thing about it, the principal expelled the student, and the student was told not to come back.
And then his wild Tasmanian mama.
But the student came back the next day with his mother, and the mother berated the principal for trying to discipline the boy. So it showed that he had no structure, no discipline in home, and that he's allowed to do whatever he want to do. And and evidently there's no consequences for his action.
That's true.
And I tell people, I'm gonna talk about the parent because the child is only going to do what he's allowed to do. And if the parent has some goals and some structure and some plans for the future, if they invest their time in improving themselves, and it will rub off on their children. Their children receive the benefits of making goals, getting skills, and advancing in life, and they will follow suit. Now, not all the time, but the majority of the time, they go follow in their parents' footsteps and where they live. So if the parent would make some goals and get some skills and move out of that kind of environment, so the children will have a positive environment where they see people working and doing what they're supposed to do, and not only will it help the parent, but it helps the child too. You got to have some goals in life. You have to have some structure. You have to have some discipline. You have to discipline yourself. You can't live by emotion and anger and violence. That gets you nowhere but in jail or dead.
And this kid's a little gangster in training.
Because his parents not doing anything about it. His parents should have disciplined him. When he got home, he should have been put on strict discipline.
That's true.
But he wasn't.
No, they trying to do this soft parenting thing these days where they don't discipline and don't spank them. And that's why the kids are out of control in school these days. They don't get whoopings no more.
Well, they took prayer out of school.
That too. That's another cause.
They didn't want prayer in school. Then they took paddling out of school, and it just seemed like it just went downhill after that.
So the problem is these parents are not teaching their kids nothing at home. They sit on front of TV and send them to the school and say, "You figure it out." That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'll play some more of this clip. When you sit at home all day not teaching your kid nothing, what do you expect? How he go see what he see on TV?
But it seems like a lot of these parents not working during the day. They sending their kids to school. Now my question, what are you doing all day while your kid is at school?
That's true.
Are you trying to improve yourself? Are you trying to excuse me? Are you trying to better yourself? Are you trying to learn something yourself so you can move out of the environment that this kid is in? Are you trying to teach the kids something at home? Are you trying to discipline them and give them some direction? And are you talking to them?
I don't believe they are.
That's why you shouldn't have children until you have put yourself in a position where you can bring children into a safe home and a safe neighborhood. Now, sometimes no matter what you do, you're gonna be met with opposition. But the thing is, you should try to give this kid a good head start. You should try to do everything possible to make sure your child develops into a positive, caring, learn disciplined child.
I said, you cannot let TV raise your child.
No. And you can't be sitting around watching TV too. You gotta,
They probably watching what you watching.
take advantage of your time and your situation. You can't expect your child to do better than you if you're not trying to do better yourself. Because every generation is supposed to be better than the last generation, but it seems like it's going another way these days.
That's true.
It seems like the new generation is worse off than the generation before it. And why is that? Because there's a lot of young parents that hadn't been taught, hadn't been raised properly, and they don't know how to raise their children. So their children is coming up the same way they came up. Now, it's not saying there's not good parents out there. Please don't get me wrong. There are excellent parents out there, and they are children that's excellent students, and they will be able to well, what word I want to use? Fill in the gaps of all the bad students that's going to get left behind. Because we're raising the next generation, and look at what is going on. Do you want this to be the generation that rules the world?
Like I said, what he used to say back in the day, children are the future, but not these children.
They're full of anger and violence and drugs. They tell that violence is the answer. I mean, I'm watching a short video today, and this child could have been more than 2 years old. And the child was standing on the arm of the sofa. and the mother started cursing this child. The mother called the baby a blank, blank, blank MF. And so get your blank, blank, blank self off of this sofa. A child.
That's a shame.
And this is not the first time that this happened, because soon the mother started talking, the fear came over the child. So this has happened. This is the way she talked to him.
Yep.
And this is gonna be our generation.
And then they gonna learn from the mother, and they gonna be out there talking like that in the community.
They gonna act out. And there are, as far as I know, there's 4 private companies that that's running the prison system for the government in the United States, and they want to contract with the government so they take over all the prisons and run it. And one of the stipulations is that the government keep the prison 97% full.
And they're gonna be full of your kids.
97% full at all times. So what does that mean? That means a lot of people will be arrested and sent to jail. And we do know in this country that people of color get more time for the same crime that other people do.
We know Black and Latino children and grown-ups get more time.
They get double the time that somebody else would get. So that means, and have you noticed how violent rap music is? Mm-hmm. Rap music is violent.
And overly sexualized.
And they teach you to use drugs and guns. Mm-hmm. In all the videos, they have guns and drugs and half-dressed women in there. And they flashing money and cars. So, and that's showing the kids, if you act like this, you can have this.
That's true.
And the parents are letting their children listen to that mess. I mean, little children.
Little children cussing, talking about get my D sucked, get the F up out of my face.
Mm-hmm. And talking about going to Pound Town. Little children. Mm-hmm. You let your little child listen to this vulgar woman who's used drugs and have unprotected sex, teaching your kid about having unprotected sex.
And then got a kindergarten teacher up there having her students singing Ski Yee.
Educator. Evidently, the class must have more black people in it than anything else. So
and kids up there dancing to it and everything.
She teaching them. Not only are they getting it at home, down to getting it at school. And they teaching you to have a deviant lifestyle, a lifestyle of violence and no structure. And you can't live in this world like that. You can't make anything out of yourself like that. You will not advance and go far in life living for the moment and only thing you're hearing is violence in your ear over and over and over again. And men have flashy cars and flashy clothes and jewelry, and that's your example?
That's what it is these days. It's that each generation the children are getting worse and worse.
Yeah. And this is what you want for your child?
Well, like I said, there's not really too much more we can really say on this.
No, now, as you can see, this is what I've been talking about, but you need to see it. Evidently, people need to see it to realize what is the consequences of not having a structured life and having goals and having dreams and moving forward and having positive things. This is what you get. Your kid, compared to students in other countries like China, Japan, or any other countries, they're advancing more than our students. Our students are near the bottom of the pole.
That's very true. I agree with that assessment.
And who gonna run the world? Who is going to run the world? If the majority of students are in jail, dead, or just doing nothing. I know somebody always gonna have to be on the bottom.
And then you got your grandma that's 40 years old. Come on now, grandma, you 40 and you a grandma.
Some professional motivational speaker that I listened to said that there always gonna be somebody on the bottom because there are people who not willing to do what they have to do in order to advance in life. So there's gonna have to be somebody on the bottom. And do you want to be on the bottom? Do you want your kid to be on the bottom? Really?
Well, sad day in America. Get together, people.
Let's do better than this.
So like, share, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think of this.
Yeah, I mean, is this what you want? Is this the direction you want America to go in? Do you want these children to be ruling over you? They will be one day. But as we get older, they getting older. So is this what you want? It's gonna be in the point where you can't even come out of your own house. You're gonna be afraid to come out of your house because there's gonna be so much violence and stuff going on. So let me know if this is the direction you want this channel to go in. If this is better for you than my format of the diamond that I have. So if you like this kind of stuff, if you want this stuff to go on, then like it. Like, subscribe, and comment on it. And give us a thumbs up. Come on now.
If you shy to say comment in the section, I'll put a little smiley face in there.
Yeah, if this is what you want, if you want to see more of this, just say yes, no, or I love it, I don't like it. No, just let us know so we know what direction to go in.
Well, until next time, people.
Be the diamond that you are.
Shine bright like a diamond.